No matter what the problem, God can always solve them. Yes, yes, no matter what the problem, God can always solve them. Ain't that the truth? Oh, I love the Clark sisters. You brought the sunshine. And I know we can all use a little more sunshine in our lives, especially now. Oh, hi, Candy Apple 3. Hey, Josette 808. Oh my goodness, Rhonda. Hey girl, I'm just waiting for Brenda to come on because she's the one who talked me into doing this FB Live thing in the first place. Oh look, I talked her up. There she is. Hey Brenda, I was just saying that you're the reason why I'm even doing this FB Live stuff. Oh, look at all the hearts. Y'all so sweet. This actually might be fun, Brenda. Okay. How do we know each other? Oh, me and Brenda met at prison about 3 years ago. Feels like we've known each other forever, because she's like family now. And both our daughters are incarcerated at Bedford Hills, and we met on a visit. It was my first time going to see my daughter at the correctional facility, and of course, I don't know all the rules. This is my first rodeo, and there are so many rules to remember. Don't wear this, don't bring that, sign in here, stand there, don't do this, don't do that. I was like a deer stuck in headlights, like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking around like I'm in Kansas, but baby, Kansas, it was not. Plus, I'm already traumatized by my daughter being locked up and having to see her like this. So the guard, who, I remember it like it was yesterday, he was being such a... He was unnecessarily rude. And I knew if I said something, it was going to come off real spicy, because that's just me. If you disrespect me, I'm quick to pop off with my mouth. I'm from Brooklyn. So I knew if I said something, they might not let me visit my daughter, which was the priority. So I was so angry that all I could do was cry. Now, Brenda, she's an OG. Her daughter's been down like 10 years. She sees me crying, she hands me a tissue and talked me through that situation. We've been friends ever since. And our daughters became friends too, even though they're in separate housing areas. Okay, how come? Whoa, wait, y'all. I'm sorry, but I can't talk and read comments at the same time. Hey, Brenda talked me into this, since she thinks I have a big mouth because I'm always speaking about something, saying something about something. But that's just how I am. I will say what's on my mind and tell you to your face, straight no chaser. But I'm a lady with it. L to the A to the D to the Y. Lady D, hey, that's me. So, Brenda said that with all that's going on with this coronavirus, this COVID-19 craziness, so many of us who have loved ones incarcerated, we could benefit from hearing from each other about what's going on. And if I can encourage anybody, lift their spirits, or just let them know they're not alone, then yeah, I'll do it. So it didn't take much arm twisting. Plus, that's one thing about me. I will go to hell with gasoline draws on if it will help our people, whether you're blood or not. Because it's a lot of us out here loving between barbed wire. Whether you're behind the wall in captivity or if you're like me, someone who loves someone who is. We're all on a journey that none of us pack bags for. But we're in this together, baby. I'm not a writer, but I started writing in my journal ever since this COVID-19 shit. Okay, he didn't hear me. My grandson has a curse jar because he says, Nanny, you curse too much. So every time he catches me cursing, I have to pay the rascal 10 cents. So I'm trying not to curse as much because this sugar honey iced tea thing got me saying all types of stuff with what's going on. Y'all caught that. Well, to be perfectly honest with y'all, today I'm in a little bit of a limbo right now. I haven't talked to my daughter today, and we usually talk every day, 2-3 times a day. She says I'm her lifeline, but really she's mine. The entire facility has been on a lockdown for 21-3. That's 21 hours in their cell and 3 hours out. I guess that's not quite as bad as 23-1, but when I don't hear from my daughter, I get worried, especially now with this coronavirus. My daughter Mimi is in a single cell, so I guess in that regard she's lucky given the circumstances because she can lock in. But most of the women are in open dorms, and that's really dangerous. And the women with COVID symptoms, they're all housed together in so-called isolation, but they have them damn near on top of each other. There's no social distancing anywhere in the prison. It's impossible. How do you social distance in a dorm with 50 women or in a double occupancy cell that ain't no bigger than my tiny bathroom? And then, after 2 weeks, they let those same women back into Gen Pop without being tested. I mean, it's crazy. I done memorized the 91st Psalm. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Because my daughter and all those women are definitely in the valley of death. So, talking to her every day helps put my mind at ease. Now, one thing my daughter and I do that I love is laugh. That's the best medicine. That girl is so crazy. So, you know when you receive a phone call from prison, you have that pre-recorded voice that comes on. This is a prepaid call from a correctional facility from so-and-so. Please press 5 to accept this call. Now, most of the time it's in English, but they have 9 different languages for the people who don't speak English. Well, when this COVID-19 mess started, my daughter would press Chinese. I had to sit through the Chinese lady on the recording. And when my daughter got on the phone, she was cracking up. I said, girl, don't do that shit. Yeah, okay, I owe you 10 cents. She said, Mama, guess who you gonna get tomorrow? You gonna get the Korean lady, you gonna get the Spanish lady, you gonna get the Swahili lady. I'ma keep surprising you with international ladies. I said, Mimi, don't you do it. She said, Mama, you gonna be learning how to speak all types of foreign languages by the time I come home. Oh, that girl is so crazy. Yeah, we gotta laugh to keep from crying. That's my baby, though. That's my heart. Wherever she go, I go. I'm right there with her. Last Friday, she said they brought around a quote-unquote care package for everybody, and it had a piece of t-shirt material to use as a mask, a bar of soap. Now, last check I did, Dove doesn't make antibacterial soap, and some other asinine. Oh, yes. It was a plastic fork and a spoon. That was in the care package that they gave him. Please. First of all, a t-shirt. When they're making masks in these industrial complexes that they call prison, which is really a warehouse for slaves, they're making masks, but they can't use them. They're making and bottling 10,000 gallons of hand sanitizer, but it's not for them. So that has me really, really agitated. What really got to me was the last time I went to visit her was the end of February. Now, I'm a visitor. I'm coming from the outside. I'm coming from deep in Brooklyn. I have to take the bus to the train to Grand Central Station and then get on the Metro North. Just think about everything that I've touched along the way. Now, once I get to the facility, guess what? There's no soap in the bathroom in the reception area where we get processed. Then there's no hand soap when you get to the visiting room bathrooms. Now, when you walk into the visiting room area, right on the wall, there's a hand sanitizer dispenser. But guess what? That's been empty for the 3 years I've been visiting my daughter. So that says to me, not only do you not care about the people who are incarcerated here, but you don't care about the guards that come to work, the staff, the volunteers. You're setting up a powder keg for disaster. It's a death trap for everyone in the building. And now the guards, they're either bringing it in from the outside, infecting the women who have no protection from it, or they're getting infected from the women inside who are living on top of each other with no PPE, no sanitizer, and then they're taking it back out into the community. So even if you say, well, they're inmates, why should we care about them? Which is evil and inhumane because they're human beings. But think how it can easily travel out of the prison into your house and infect your loved ones behind your so-called picket fence. No one is safe. Corona doesn't care if you're an inmate or if you have an officer's badge. So we have to think about this thing differently. Let them come home. At a certain point, it becomes cruel and unusual punishment. It's sick. It's really medieval. When they get sentenced, they didn't get the death penalty, but they got it now. You've got people's lives in the palm of your hand. But your way of reducing mass incarceration is to do nothing and let them die. Brandon, boy, if you can hunt, you can hear. Turn the TV down. I'll tell you, this system is working exactly as it was designed to be. This is why we have to transform this criminal injustice system across the board for everyone. Me and Brenda talk about this all the time. There is strength in numbers. We have to stick together. We need to hear from each other and catch each other's tears. There's so many stories. I mean, thousands. My daughter is just one of the thousands. You gotta find somebody to tell your story to. Don't keep it to yourself. Even if you just write it down in your journal. I've got so many thoughts in my journal. You have to start standing up, speaking out, not backing down. Let them hear our voices, see our faces. Stop robbing our children of their future. These people have been robbing us for generations, robbing our children, our futures for generations. This is why I tell people, you don't know what you're capable of until your head is in the lion's mouth. I had to be thrust into the system to find out just how fucked up this carceral system is on all levels. Yes, Nana cursed again. I owe you 20 cents, 30 cents. You know what? Just write it down to keep track, baby. Because if we don't speak up, people will keep doing the same thing to us over and over. And you'll become complicit and complacent. My Nana used to say, a closed mouth don't get fed, and a squeaky wheel gets the oil. And just like, what's that writer's name? She wrote the story, Watching God. Yes. So Zora Neale Hurston. Thank you. Their eyes were watching God. Yes, Zora Neale Hurston said, if you're silent about your pain, they'll kill you and then say you enjoyed it. That's some deep shit. I know. Wait. Is that water I hear? Boy, I know you better turn that damn water off. These kids are going crazy. Brandon, Lord, I'm not going to pay you a damn penny if there's one drop of water on my bathroom floor. This ain't splish splash. You hear me? Sorry, I couldn't get to y'all's questions, but my grandson... Wait, now wait. How do I turn this FB Live thing off? Brenda, I can't figure out how to turn this fucking shit off. 40 cents my butt. Turn the damn water off, Brandon. Boy!